We spent a lot of time talking about Big Ten football, but we have a big-time powerhouse basketball game on Saturday with John Calipari's Arizona Razorbacks and Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans. What to watch for? Let's talk some hoops. Locked On Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman, 40 years as a sports talk show host and play-by-play announcer. I want to thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Hey, here's an idea. Hit that free subscribe button. That way you'll never miss a single episode. And if I could ask you to share, follow, and like, and hype YouTube videos, that would help us out a lot. So let's chop it up. We got Michigan State hosting Arkansas in basketball. Tom Izzo, John Calipari. It's great. Just a great way to start the basketball season. And we'll take a peek at what we're going to do here this weekend on Locked On at the end. But let's talk some basketball. All right. We got this big time game. So Arkansas is ranked 14th in the country. Michigan State 22. John Calipari versus Tom Izzo, some great long-time basketball coaches going head-to-head at the Breslin Center. By the way, this is the first time we've had a ranked versus ranked non-conference game at the Breslin Center since Duke came to Michigan State 6 years ago, 2019. Well, the Razorbacks are coming off a pretty easy win over Southern to kind of get their toe in the water, 109-77. And remember, Calipari took over last year. They got into the tournament, 10 seed. Of course, they made to the Sweet 16, but then blew a 13-point lead versus Texas Tech with 5 minutes to go, and it was over. So I still remember the suit that Calipari was wearing. It was crazy. So Calipari's got a couple of nice freshman guards, like he always does. They're both five-star recruits, like they always are. And Calipari's recruiting class is top 5 in the country, like he always does. The business is as usual at Arkansas, whether he's at Kentucky or wherever. He's doing what he does. He's got some financial backing down there at Arkansas, so he's good to go. So a couple of these young kids, Darius Acuff Jr., he scored 20 points, 20 of his 22 in his first half of college basketball ever. Just went out in his first half and then scored 20. Remarkable. Malik Thomas, another youngster, 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. How about that for a college basketball debut? They do have some experience on this team. Trevon Brazile is a senior. He's a senior forward, and he had a career high, 25 points and 11 rebounds in the season opener. By the way, he's got some hops around the rim. Michigan State better than like alley-oop, kind of just toss it up, let him go get it kind of stuff, dunk it down. He's that kind of guy. So Carson Cooper and Jaxon Kohler are going to have to be very aware for Michigan State where he is at all times. Meanwhile, Tom Izzo, Michigan State, this is year 31. Remarkable. He's 70 years old. He's still going. He's got 736 wins, all-time winningest coach in the Big Ten. And also the last Big Ten coach to win a national championship. And it's been a minute. It's been a generation. It's been a quarter of a century, 25 years since a Big Ten team has won a national championship. We've got to end that streak. I don't know who's going to do it. I don't care who does it. Somebody do it. I guess we're a football conference. I don't know. Anyway, Spartans are coming off a pretty good season last year. They made a run at it. They tried to make it close. They got to the Elite Eight. No championship, but they reached the Elite Eight, won the Big Ten. And this year they got to replace a lot of backcourt talent. Remember Jace Richardson last year started slow, got worked in, and all of a sudden, wasn't it February before he started cracking the starting lineup, and then he just exploded. Was phenomenal. So much so that it was like, oh, this kid's a one and done. Based on February and March, it was remarkable. The Orlando Magic now, first round draft pick. Jane Akins, he's gone to the G League. Trey Holloman, he wanted to transfer. He went to NC State, so he's gone. But here's the thing I love about Tom Izzo and Michigan State, because he does this every year. He's not afraid to schedule anybody. He'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere, in a gym, on an aircraft carrier. Literally, he's done that. And whether he's got a good experienced team or a young new team, or he doesn't care. He'll schedule. He loves those big time matchups. He loves going head to head with those other big name coaches like Calipari. In addition to taking on Arkansas, their pre-conference schedule this year includes Kentucky, North Carolina, and Duke. Not bad. That's some good basketball. But we get our first bit here on Saturday. Of course, Michigan State already has a game under their belt, an 80-69 win over Colgate on Monday. Jaxon Kohler, big start, 16 points and 15 rebounds. That's pretty good. They were not particularly good from beyond the arc. They were just 6 of 21 in three-point shooting against Colgate's defense. So they need to get better there for sure. So the game Saturday, Arkansas. We talk a lot about football and what's going on football-wise. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. It's on Fox on the network. Big time Big Ten basketball on Fox on Saturday night. We also have a game tonight, Big Ten game Thursday night. Washington is hosting Denver. That's at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific on the Big Ten Network. And then Friday, a lot of Big Ten teams in action just heading into the weekend. Northwestern is at home against Boston U. Georgetown, Maryland. It could be an interesting game. 6 o'clock Eastern on FS1. Purdue, Fort Wayne. They're at Ohio State this weekend. Oakland, not Oakland, California, but Oakland, Michigan, at number 1 Purdue, 7 o'clock on Peacock. By the way, regarding Purdue, so Trey Kaufman-Renn, their starting forward, leading scorer, leading rebounder guy from last year. He sat out their season opener against Evansville, got a bit of a hip injury or a hip pointer, so he didn't play. So I don't know about Friday's game either. So we'll find out. By the way, they won that game against Evansville 82-51 without him. Western Illinois is at Iowa tomorrow. Florida Gulf Coast University is at number 17 Illinois tomorrow. Number 24 Wisconsin is hosting Northern Illinois. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You people at Wisconsin can't wait for basketball season. It's been a tough football season, right? And you're ranked in hoops. Oregon is hosting Rice, UCLA hosting Pepperdine out on the West Coast. So there you have it for the hoops, a little something to wet your whistle with the basketball. Here we are in the very important part of the football season, but some interesting basketball games going on as well. If you are new, we're here every day. Talking all things Big Ten, all 18 teams, football, basketball, it doesn't matter. We love talking about it. We want you to join us every day. Hit that free subscribe button so you never miss a single episode. And also, if you could share, follow, and like, that helps us out too. We have the video version on YouTube. The audio from this very podcast is on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. We're everywhere, so you don't ever miss a single episode. We have a website called talkbig10.com. That's the number 10, talkbig10.com. We put all of our podcasts there. This one will be there as well. We archive them. You go back and check out what you missed yesterday, for example, for a second listen. But we also have links there where you can click on the logo of your favorite school. And for example, we're talking about Michigan State here. Click on Michigan State. You get all the Michigan State merchandise you want right there. Shirts, hoodies, jackets, pennants, all that ready to go. Keep in mind, the holidays, less than 2 months away. Might want to check that out as well. So that's there with our podcasts as well. You can check that out at talkbig10.com. All right, we're going to tell you how we're going to handle this weekend. We go live on the weekends. I'll have all the details on all that when we continue in 1 minute right here on Locked On Big Ten. So when the opening whistle blows on a new repair, you got to get your crew moving, and you can do it with Supply House. You order today, you see your parts at your doorstep tomorrow. Over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items with the most trusted brands in the business. Because if you don't have your parts, you can't work, and then you're losing money. So if you need parts absolutely ASAP on a project, Supply House has next day delivery. I mean, talk about a game changer there. And you could join the Trademaster program. It's free. And score serious perks like priority shipping, lower prices, dedicated support line. Visit supplyhouse.com and sign up for free and use the promo code SHCollege5, number 5, for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Real people, real service. We love watching games because they're exciting. We're fans. We're passionate. It can be even more exciting with FanDuel. NBA season is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you miss a game and you're late, you got to see a hot run in the fourth quarter, you want to jump on it, it's not too late. In-game live betting, you could do it. You can even parlay it with the bet you made before the game and increase your winnings if things go your way. That's fantastic. So you can combine that, player props, point spreads, all that right there. The app is very easy to use, and this makes watching games way more exciting. Games you wouldn't even watch, you're watching now because of this. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So head over to FanDuel.com and sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Thanks for checking us out here on Locked On Big Ten. All right, so here's the deal. You everydayers, thank you, by the way. Hit that subscribe button so you don't ever miss a single episode. And share, follow, and like. We are here every day, but we go live on Saturdays during football season after the biggest games. This weekend, couldn't make up my mind. We're going to do it twice. We're going to do it after the early Indiana at Penn State game. That's a noon game, so around 3:30-ish Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. We're going to go live. You get my real, raw post-game reaction, unfiltered. I get yours too. Real-time live comments. I read them on the air. That's always a lot of fun. Then we're going to go watch the Oregon-Iowa game. That's at 3:30 on CBS, 12:30 Pacific. We'll go live after that one again. And that'll include a complete recap of the entire day around the Big Ten, in addition to my thoughts on Oregon and Iowa and who's got a better chance at a playoff. This game is huge for playoff implications. Oregon ranked 9th, Iowa ranked 20th in the college football playoff rankings. Going to be phenomenal. We're going to go post-game on that too. So mark your calendars. Join us after each one of them, both of them. We'd love to see you there. In the meantime, there's many ways for you to interact with this podcast. There's Twitter at Talk Big Ten. There's the website, talkbig10.com. Hit that subscribe button and follow us right now so you never miss a single episode. And also, college football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present the College Football Kickoff, the ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll from Locked On Big 12 anchors the show, along with two-time AP Coach of the Year Gary Patterson and former college star Jesse Holley. And then all of our Locked On experts come on and preview all the games, so you have all the information you need going into the games each and every week. It's a college football preview that only Locked On can do. Catch the College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. Tomorrow, we preview every Big Ten team, every Big Ten game, and then we close it out going on the record with our pigskin picks. We do that every single Friday. So join us for that as well. Thanks for your time here today. For Locked On Big Ten, I'm Craig Sheeman. We'll see you tomorrow.